So, day 6 of radiation is done. Had a decent weekend. Uh, so, got my legs even more under me. Got more of a appetite. Started actually craving things. Um, got a good day in terms of going out walking with the wife and the baby, and that was good. Getting to spend time with them, just chit-chatting and just feeling like I was going about a normal day. Um, Day 6 included me getting up in time to go get a blood test to start off the week. My chemotherapy doctor, he wanted me to get a blood test first so that he could evaluate where I was in terms of my blood count and just overall health kind of thing, see where things were. And then he met with me about 45 minutes later to talk to me about how I felt. I let him know about the ringing in my ears, the taste issue, and things, and yeah, just let him know overall that I do see an improvement myself, but at the same time, the ringing has been, it's been kind of stingy sometimes. I mean, and irritating trying to ask people what they're saying again, at least from my perspective, because I don't like asking people what they said again because I feel like I'm being annoying. So, so talked to him, and then luckily they worked me in for my radiation appointment almost directly right after. I didn't have to wait until the afternoon, which I had been originally scheduled for. They worked me in, zapped my neck with the radiation, and then called it a day. Of course, I put the Aquaphor on it immediately afterward, and then proceeded to, before I ate my meals, I did my Manuka to kind of coat my throat and just give it a chance to settle. So kind of my I don't want to call it routine, but kind of the thing I fell into in terms of as soon as I wake up, I take one of my meds for the anti-nausea, and I give it about 20 minutes before I take one of my next things before I start eating, before I do my Manuka or do the aloe and things like that. And then after I get the Manuka done, then I start actually eating my meal. And also throughout the weekend, what I started doing finally at a friend's suggestion was the water, baking soda, salt mix, because it's supposed to help with the taste from the chemotherapy drug, cisplatin. It has a metal taste that makes you really not want to swallow any food. It's just disgusting. I mean, there's a lot of people who can power through things like that. Maybe they've been doing it all their lives, things like that. But there's probably a lot of people that also are like, man, I can't taste my food. What's the point of putting food in my mouth? But that swash is, I found out, imperative. So our friend, whose husband is going through treatments for prostate cancer, has had chemo weekly, as I understand it. So yeah, that's how he's been combating the loss of taste of food, and so started doing it this past weekend, and I can attest that it does alleviate at least some of it. I guess as I progress and go along, I'll give an update as to how much more I can taste, but at least at least this past weekend with tacos, I was able to actually taste tacos. And today with pizza, I was able to actually taste most of the pizza. I mean, they don't taste like their original flavor. I wasn't able to like be like, oh man, this is so good, kind of thing. Unfortunately, but it was much better than it was, because it was bad. It was eating stuff that was tasteless, and it just felt pointless to be eating it. But at the same time, I knew that I had to keep my calorie intake and my protein intake up in order to try and maintain a decent weight as I go through this process. So that's part of it. And so overall, my neck and throat, not feeling too bad. A little scratchy, a little itchy, I guess you could say, from the inside. But still nothing too bad. And hopefully that stays that way. And hopefully I can head it off. I haven't started doing like the manuka too late or anything like that. Hopefully it's doing its thing. And I'll try to be more diligent with the swash, the baking soda, salt, water swash, so that my taste returns hopefully that much faster. And we'll try to stay active. That's kind of a big one too, staying active, and which is kind of hard sometimes whenever it's not so nice outside, and you feel like you're kind of at a loss for energy of going down and just doing a workout in your house kind of thing. But I guess it's mind over matter kind of thing. So yeah, see what I can do.